That's us recording now.
Just
Hey guys. Hey guys. So, yeah, we're already scraping the barrel. What will we do without 4chan? Ah! Honestly, look, guys, I don't know. Like, it's going to be back, and genuinely, there's enough good alternatives. Well, they're not great alternatives, but like, there's enough other chants to go on that are like decent. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy them anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you know what I saw the other day? Apparently, it turns out that from the leaks, I was looking at some of the leaks on 8chan, I was the other day, and apparently with a lot of the leaks, apparently a lot of moderators on 4chan had a thing for, would you know it, a lot of BBC porn. They absolutely love the stuff, and what do you know, apparently they were downloading it as well. That would explain, could it be that it was the Johnnies the entire time spamming them threads? What do you think, Garbro?
You know what I love on 4chan? Big black cocks. Come on, bro.
I absolutely love just being spammed by that all day, every day, and I love the demoralization threads. You know what I love the most? I love...
Demoralization threads?
My favourite threads to read...
I forgot about those.
...are threads created by... Now, one thing that I see that a lot of people complain about, a lot of people say, no, you don't want flags on any board. But I would argue the flags were probably one of the best things ever, because, let's be serious, if you see someone with a Canadian flag, you know that the post can be, like, disregarded, like, genuinely. Like, have you ever been on, like, a Pole humor thread?
Israeli flag, interesting.
Well, you know, they normally use, they much prefer to use the thingy flags instead. Like, you know, see if you see someone with a meme flag, it's like, yeah, I'm just not going to read what that says. Like, you know, that's like, is there a way to filter out? Well, I suppose I'll need to save it whenever it's back.
Ain't no way I'm reading that.
If I could just filter out meme flags altogether, my life would be just so much better. Like, if I'd be honest with you. Also, if you could, like, maybe target locate, like, Washington, D.C., that would be a great place to start when it comes to, like, weeding out.
The amount of DC IPs is fucking insane.
It's funny, like, it is funny, but, like, I mean, it's kind of like telling people what people already knew. Like, look, if enough people say, if there's a lot of smoke about something, there's going to be a fire, you know what I mean? And people are going to talk about these things for years and years and years when it comes to 4chan. So, let's not try and kid ourselves. Like, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, what, is this not like a role-playing channel? Do we not do that here? I think that's what we're supposed to do, instead of, like, you know...
Role-playing?
Yeah, I think we're supposed to do that. So, what we're doing today...
I'm a 4chan moderator. I love big black cock. Role-playing now? That works?
Yeah.
We're role-playing, right?
Well, you know,
I do it for free, cries late at night at 4 a.m.
Hold on. Ancient dildo wooden. Let's see what we get. Okay, so... Yeah, let's go with one of these. Is it like an ancient magic item? From The Guardian? Will we go with that one?
Dude.
Roman dildo.
What is that? Why is the base so wide?
I mean, I would have appreciated, like, maybe some handles, like, you know, some, like, finger grips being, like, added.
But you gotta stretch out your Greek femboy and you're a Roman when you have time. Like, just use this, you little fucker.
Oh, it's not that big. Oh, it's only 10 cents. Oh, mate. I thought that was way bigger.
Pretty, though. Like,
I thought it would be a lot bigger. Think of the craftsmanship that went into this. So, Garbu, what? Now, I already did this. So I already made these into magic items. So I did. Sure, do you remember? If any of you guys haven't checked it out, it is free, and it's been up for free on my website for years now. You can go ahead and download. What's it called again? I was about to say the Bastard Princess. Sorry, Steel Water. In Steel Water, we do have some magic items, and I did get artwork done for them as well, for some immovable gods.
Yeah, you did. They were definitely, they're definitely in Bad Dragon's window of peer review, I'll say that much.
Well, I thought it was funny, so if any of you guys want some very flavorful immovable gods, there you go. This is that. What would you do, Garbu, with a wooden phallus?
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do? Like, you know, if the one was sitting on your desk, would you, like, you know, would you do anything with it? Like, you know, like, you know, if say one of your players said, Garb, go.
Yes, my giant phallus rod fidget spinner, of course.
So you would make a Beyblade then, would you? Like, you know, back in the day, whenever you could, like, whenever you could, like, you know what? You could already convert. So you do, like, what do you call them beads? You know them beads you put it in your bum? You can do that.
Anal beads?
Yeah, you could throw them in, right? Throw them in, and that's a gripper for the Beyblade. right?
Remember that green text about the fucking goth girl who he pulled the beads out like it's like trying to start a lawnmower?
Well, look. This is world building, guys. Okay, you guys wouldn't get it. Okay, you guys.
This is world building.
This,
okay?
this is pod racing. Sorry, guys.
Like part of me says it's a fucking mace, dude. Like look at the fucking like this house constructed. It looks like a fucking like a fucking baton or like a fucking just a shaft of wood used as a mace to whack someone with it. Like literally the fucking penis whacker is a fucking giant dildo mace.
So you would give this to like a champion of Slanesh, maybe?
That is definitely like a demoralizing melee.
Demoralizing.
Sure, dude.
No, I would like to think that would be
sure.
a bit bigger because 10 centimeters. Come on, man. Like that's not exactly impressive. If you turn them centimeters into inches, maybe. You know what I mean? Even then,
it's a billy club in a way, or a fucking blackjack.
Yeah, I could see that working. So I could. Would you have
the blackjack called Blackcock is fucking whacking back of the head if I can get knocked out and their wife's pregnant.
So would that be the magic effect? I know. It would be like whenever you're in the army and you come home and the baby's like interracial.
the fucking Jody maze.
Yeah. Or what's the name of them? Thingy letters.
Dear God, what? Yeah, a fucking Dear John letter.
Yes, that's
like, Dear God, why is my baby black? You know. Yeah. And there's one time where the lady didn't know that, like, you know, she actually had that gene in her because like 4 generations back they had one guy married a black gal, and that was like her great unknown fucking grandmother, and she had no idea. So when she had her kid, the kid was like, you know, she had a white husband, but the kid was not as white as it could have been.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like,
which is like,
said Ozzy came out with jaundice. You know what I mean? Because I remember there was one day we were asking our niece, "What do you think the baby will look like whenever he comes out?" And she says, "Oh, I think he'll be quite tan with brown eyes and dark hair." And I was like, "Elsie, what? Do you know what we look like? Do you know what me and Megan
so in season of Discord, dude?"
Like, Ozzy, that's not what the baby's gonna look like at all. Now, to be fair, dear, Ozzy came out with a lot of hair, and he was actually very dark. Like, very dark hair. I was like, what the fuck? But then baby hair instantly came out within like a week, and then he turned blonde.
Was looking towards Megan like, hey.
what's there? Hold up. But no, and then his baby hair came in. And he's
hey, yo, hold on, wait a minute.
wait a minute. He came out with jaundice. It's like, mate, you guys, I burn in like 15 Celsius overcast, which for the Americans, what is 15 Celsius in...
When Asian mutant pregnant your wife, you don't know it.
That's 59 Fahrenheit I've burnt in, so I have, guys, so there you go. Not exactly hot. So let's go into the thread, or Garbu, do you have any other ideas for magic items off the top of your head? Like a mundane one?
Remember we came out with like fucking crack pipe? It was like a dirty crack pipe. Yes, the unused heroin needle.
I mean, like, a crack pipe, I mean, it is all, like, that's probably the closest you're going to get to, like, genuine, like, IRL magic anyway, I think. So, I mean, yeah.
Hey, kid, you want to see some real magic? Pulls out a crack pipe.
I would argue that, you know what, if your DM isn't bringing a crack pipe to the game store, find a new DM, like, you know, that, like, what's it?
Why is your DM fucking lame, bro?
I feel like we need to turn this into like an Andrew Tate short, or like Andrew Tate, like, you know,
Andrew
real.
Tate short.
It's like if your DM isn't bringing crystal meth to your game store, I'm sorry, I don't want to be there.
Are you really playing D&D?
Your D&D group is your net worth. Remember that. You know,
remember, Janie, you're here forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, let's go down the thread and let's find something decent to work with.
Well, real quick though, they are right. Rings. I've seen some pretty fucking whack ass rings that did look like cursed items. Like, that's definitely a thing.
I would argue that them high school rings definitely are that you get. Like, what do you call them? That's like a big thing in high school where you got like
ring?
No, high school like graduation ring or something.
Class rings. Yeah, it's called.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah, class rings.
Yeah,
those are class rings. So it's kind of class rings always did have a very strange vibe to me. Like, is that not a bad vibe? It's just like, hey, here's this giant blocky gemstone ring declaring what class you're from. Like, that's odd. You know?
Don't get me wrong, they kind of look a bit tacky on it, man. Not gonna lie. You know what they remind me of?
They're not the best looking, no.
No.
They're definitely a different kind of vibe.
I mean, you have to have like a certain aesthetic to be able to wear these sort of things.
And class rings literally always look the same. Like, they always look like, oh, that's a class ring. You just know by looking at it. It's this giant blocky piece of brass or sterling silver. Or if you're a Gucci fucking Harvard grad, a fucking gold, I guess.
Oh, let me see if I can find this. Right, hold up. Let me. I've got a meme for you guys. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of rings that you would think they would have like a spell to them or something like that. Because when you think about it, like the ring shown right there, that looks like a fucking like go talk to Crow's ring.
Yeah, it does. It does. Hold up.
Or like Crow speak, or like Crow friend, or like what kind of has that kind of vibe.
Does
of,
it speak to animals?
This ring does something with crows. Yeah, like speak to a specific animal, like a spider ring.
Oh,
or
no.
a cow ring.
Oh no! You know what you want to go with this? You want to go for more like a Odin sort of vibe, like the whole deal with like Odin and like ravens and stuff.
I feel
like
hold on.
Like knowledge or something like that, or maybe like a spying, or maybe maybe
so
you
like a fucking Hugo and Moonin kind of thing.
Yeah, like you could do like out of body experiences and stuff with it. That's what I think I would do with it. Like maybe you can turn your body. Like what's the name for that? Like what's the name of that ability where you can like transcend outside your body? Astral projection. That's what I would go for.
Astral projection.
That's what I think I would do with that thing. If I be honest with you, honestly, it's quite a nice thing. It's actually like considering because it's going to be old as shit. It's actually pretty well put together.
Well, there's actually a huge market for redoing old rings.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. I mean, I know a few people that have actually been jewelers before in the past, and like the money's actually not bad. There's a good few jewelers on Etsy. Like I got my wedding ring from a jeweler from Etsy.
Yeah. So on Etsy, they're actually buying old molds that have been discontinued and simply just reusing the mold.
That makes sense.
Via cast molds.
I mean, if people were buying them at some point, like if big companies can't afford to do it, like small companies definitely can. If it's some guy in an attic or in a garage can do it, you'd be mad not to. Right, let's keep going. What do we have here?
Well, do you want to give like some dude money, or like a massive corporation doesn't give a fuck about you money? Like just pay the small mans. My mans need to pay his fucking TV bill. All right, fucking buy his rings.
Yeah, honestly, some of the things like my wedding ring, I'm really happy with it. It only cost at the time it cost 150. I think the prices went up to like 230 now. But I actually really like it, Sweaty. Well, you know what? I'll just get a picture of it. I'll throw a picture up on the screen for the video. Yeah. But it's like a geometric sort of design. I actually quite like it. So where do you want to do with these skulls? I mean, this is obviously
skulls,
a demi-lich.
Is the me or skull such a shoe-in for fucking like cursed items? Because like skulls, they're already spooky. So it's already a thing. Skulls are spooky. Skulls are skulls. Skulls deal with like necromancy. But like, I think we should look beyond necromantic skulls. Like what else can a skull do? That like what with a skull makes you say like this enchant should be on this because it fits the enchantment or the spell?
Honest to God, it's a fucking hard one. Like genuinely, it is a pretty fucking hard thing to do because what is a skull bar death? Like it just symbolizes death.
Well, a skull is somebody.
Yeah. Like somebody once told me the. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
a fucking giant Shrek skull.
Yeah.
Body.
Sorry.
We call it the Smash Mouth.
Yeah. Right. Okay. You know what? Actually, here is it. Someone sent me this. I've got a magic item. So I do. Let me get it up here for you. I'll throw it up on screen. It was Jeff from Janslayer sent me it on Facebook the other day, and I'm gonna call this one the. Okay, come on, please work. Is this it? Yeah. Right. This here is the video. Right, you ready? Now this is what I call the Ghetto Blaster. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Do you know what a Ghetto Blaster?
It's so odd. Only makes go to black. It's so weird.
Well, I mean, please, I'm just gonna stop with the laugh track because, like, it's hurting my fucking soul. I mean, all these videos are fake, but like...
Crawling in my skin.
Ah! I mean, like, all I'm saying is, if I was an IRL artificer, or some form of, like, dwarven trap maker of sorts, anal violation would be top of my list of things that I would do to people trying to steal my shit. Just putting that out there. So I would call this...
Have they tried not stealing bikes and avoiding this punishment? That's all I'm saying.
I would call this magic item the Ghetto Blaster. So I would. I think it works very well. Let's move on.
Fucking one dude who was like the fucking Booty Warrior 9000 just fucking takes your opportunity.
Wait, have you seen the Booty Warrior? You know he got out of jail.
Of course I have.
He got out of jail, so he did like last year apparently.
So you're saying we should be afraid?
Yes, you should. I would be fucking afraid. Like, whereabouts is he from? Fleece Johnson.
My God, he's free.
Fleece Johnson, Booty Warrior. I
like you, and I want you. Oh, is this about how I'd be like fucking? There's now a fantasy Uncle Ruckus on my fucking games now.
Oh wait, he was officially released back in. Wait, he was back in 2016. Oh wait, no, he was out in 2016, but he was arrested a few days later for armed robbery and sent back to prison till November 2020.
Armed robbery and anal rape. Yep. There
All right, there we go. We found it out. So, right, what do we want to do with skulls?
Classic Booty Warrior. So to me, skulls seem like you could steal the personality or like body of a person. Like there's so much important information in the head that it's kind of odd there aren't more spells about you stealing that person's identity or like using like their soul or like stealing from their persona something to use, like either you're changing how you look or their body, you know. So like you always see, oh yeah, it's someone's the dead, and like okay, that's fine, I guess. But there's so much information held in the head. The brain, more or less, is the person. I mean, the person is the brain. The brain is what makes up a person, or you know, their desires, their fetishes, their dreams. It's all there in the brain. So it seems more like that the brain would allow someone to literally rip that persona and use it, you know?
Yeah, I like that. I think you could work with that. Personally, I'm sorry to say, but I'm kind of stumped unless I actually think about this for like weeks on end of good things to do with the skull, or bar some form of necromancy, you know, or some form of
necromancy is that was easy. Fucking button. We're like, oh yeah, it makes skeletons. Like,
yeah,
wow, brilliant.
You know what? Actually,
you're so clever.
You know what? Genuinely, one of the coolest things in 40k, I think, is servo skulls. I fucking love servo skulls.
Yeah,
I honestly do think they're so cool, and I wish we had more models of servo skulls because I just really
it is
enjoy
odd
them.
how like because in Legion we have droids, you know, we have probe droids or we have like scout droids. Well, in 40k, you guys don't even have a fucking like basic servitor model, which always kind of fucking like those kind of trip me up. You think you have like a unit or an upgrade where you can add a little servitor who like helps you re-roll things or some shit, or help or like makes you hit plus one things in cover, but it doesn't. Like there's no servitors to like boost up your fucking numbers.
Well, as I said, I finished Hell's Leech the other day, so I did like last week. And honestly, I really want to get this kit, like this here one in particular. So it's you're the chaplain, but it also comes with
right, pay piggy.
I know.
Buy more models, you know you.
Well, you know what? Since I got back into painting, the only models that I've bought is I bought the Night Goblins box and the Lizards, and again that was more just for Aussie's sake. And then since then, we were up in Belfast and we did get a box of Blood Bowl gnomes. But Megan bought them, so she did.
Gnomes?
Yeah, have you seen the Blood Bowl gnomes?
No, I've not.
What? They've got a goose. Oh,
of course they do.
Gnomes. Honestly, here, hold on. Here we go. I think that's a fun set. Look.
Good lord.
Hey, I think he's even got a badger. I thought
those are
fun.
Like classic, like nefarious red cap gnomes, aren't they?
Yeah, I like them. So, we got them.
I like goose.
Yeah, so we got them as well, but I've only put together one of them because the kit is fucking appalling. Like, it's just not a fun model kit to put together at all.
I mean, the thing is, it is GW. They forgot how to make a good kit.
No, like, I'm not even joking. They like, see all these gnomes, you would think, like, maybe they would just be, like, a couple pieces. Nah. There's, like, 7 pieces to go together, and they're fucking minute. They're tiny. Like, there's no need for the kits to be this shit. Hold on, do they show?
It's crazy. Well, the monopose kit. So like you would think just make a monopose, just print the entire fucking model out in one piece, you dipshit. Like
I know, please.
They have these huge goofy ass fucking monopose split casts.
Yeah, like since they've done monopose, there's literally no reason for it to be a put together kit. It should just be. They should just send it to you. Yeah, because I see like almost no reason, because even the parts are kind of shit for kit bashing. They've made it to the point where you are far better off 3D printing bits.
Well, I mean, hell, you can't kit bash anymore. The parts of what each model has a set of parts it's designed to have, and there's no more bits. There's no more extra little bitties. There's no more greebles.
Yeah,
it's just fucking like, this model is A1, A2, A4, A6, A7. That's it.
Like I'm after printing myself off an absolute fuck ton of like candles and skulls and like just skeleton
Can I
bits.
move the arms? No, the arms stay as we designed. Like, oh, that sounds so much fun. Thank you, DW, you piece of shit.
Thanks for that. You've done an amazing job. I'm so happy. I'm so happy now. Anyway,
here are your shekels. Thank you.
Anyway, enough of garden about GW. Let's keep going. What do we have here? A frozen heart in a stone.
Yeah. So I believe in the chat. Or the thread, it says something about how it's like a fucking frozen giant's heart, which is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, I could work with that. I could work with that.
Or the heart of the frozen heart of a young frost giant. And obviously you think like it's gonna shoot out a fucking, an ice bolt or like an ice missile. Of course you could think, but what else could it do that would actually make this thing less of like a push button spell? And I know what I think, but what do you think?
Frozen hand grenade would be the obvious, like the fastest thing. It's like, there you go, you got a frozen hand grenade. But of course, you could do something way better than that. I mean, honestly, for something like this, I think you could build a nice like mini campaign about, like, honestly, I like the idea of maybe an eternal winter with this sort of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe it needs to be restored.
Freezing the heart of the land.
Yeah, the heart of the land and all that type of shit. Something a bit more metaphysical. I think you could definitely work with something like that. Or again, maybe
we call this metaphorical freezing.
Or you know what? Actually, I've got an adventure. Come to think of it, it's one of the newer Lamentations books that I've got, and it's actually about going to a monastery, or not a monastery, it's like I don't know, it's something from a church anyway, and you have to go to a church and you have to like go along and get all the body parts of like a saint back. So you need to bring them all back together. So again, like, you could do again what you say with a frost giant, but reskin that adventure essentially and work with that. Now I'm not going to spoil what happens in that adventure, but it's actually a pretty good adventure. You'd think like, oh gee, I'm so happy I bought a Fetch Quest book. Do you know what I mean? But it's actually got a lot more to that.
Well, Fetch Quest can be good if there's a good story behind it.
Yeah, well, there is. I will say, like, Lamentations always does, like, okay, you know what, they do a lot of shock stuff, but at the core, they always do actually a good book at the same time, like, and I don't want to spoil what happens in that book. Let me look it up. Let me go on, see which one it is. Lamentations of the Fleet.
Now, let's spoil it.
No, just lead out let me go on the, EU store. Yeah, that would say Heart of the Saint. This is what it's called.
Heart of the Saint?
Yeah, Heart of the Saint. That's what it's called. It's 48 pages. An adventure wherein characters embark on a grand scavenger hunt to collect the dismembered remnants of a saint. And again, they haven't spoiled anything. I don't want to say what happens in the book, but I quite liked it. I thought it was a good book. But again, like, if someone said, are you telling me it's €30 for a fetch quest? That's more than that, okay, man? It's actually it's good. Trust me,
it's an
good.
Adventure. Come on,
there's more to it going on. Trust me, okay, guys. Look, enough of me shilling for Lamentations. Even though, you know what? Let me go on, see what other good shit they've got.
Please notice me, senpai.
Don't fuck the priest. That one's a good one. But of course, my players decided. You know what they did? You know the way the book's called "Don't Fuck the Priest." You'll never guess what my players decided to do. Garbu, can you tell me what they did?
I have an inkling.
Yeah, they did
maybe they got their dick wet in holy water. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, what was it? It wasn't a hamster that got dissolved. there was a hamster got dissolved in that session. They had fun. Yeah, you know what?
They had fun.
Yeah, this one's actually quite fun. Galileo 2 Judgment Day. Totally not Terminator 2 Judgment Day, with Galileo involved and something to do about sending a mechanical... I can't remember what it was. It's not a golem. It might be a golem. I can't remember. It's been a while since I read the book. It was fun. You know what? Right, enough of me showing Lamentations. Back to the thread. Back to the thread, guys. Back to the thread. What do we have here? Oh, what's this?
It looks like a scale breastplate, but like it's full scale.
Yeah, what's it made out of? Is that like thingy? What do you call that stuff?
Yeah, there's ivory or clay or horn, maybe.
I always wondered about that. Like, you know, see whenever they put the faces on the old armor, I always wondered about that. Like, what are they supposed to represent a lot of the time? That's something I've never actually looked into. Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's like local legends or gods and stuff, or you have the guys who have a giant naked girl and their fucking shield to distract the enemy. I was like, that was the most. Hey man, we try and put some cool. I have a giant fly. I have a lion. I have a giant nude femboy. Like,
no. Well, is it not the same way as, like, you know, think like bomber planes or like any form of like planes in like World War II,
kinda, yeah.
Where they paint like girls on them, or like what do you call the ones where they would have like, what do you call them, statues in the front of sailing ships?
What?
You know, like not the statue, you know, like the wooden carved like thing on the front of a sailing ship. What do you call them?
The fucking prow.
Yeah,
prow statue.
I don't know what there's a name for it, and people are going to shout at me. It's like, James, why do you not know this? It's like, I'm not good at things off the top. I'm not good at the things on top of my head. Figurehead. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you could do something like that. But again, you could almost do anything with a figurehead. And again, I would just...
Not a lot of games have a fucking enchanted figurehead. Now I'm thinking about it.
It's more just like a statue of sorts. Oh, mate, you know what? It's got me thinking. Again, can you guys let me know if the new Oblivion remake's any good? I really, really want to get it, but at the same time, I don't want to get it because I've been busy and I got too much shit to do. But I think Ozzy would actually really enjoy playing it because I think he's old enough. He can play.
I'm like I can go play this game or I can keep working.
Yeah.
And like I come to a full stop. Like I have so much work to do.
I'm at that point where I've got so much shit that needs to get done, and I've got like an infant that like. The idea of playing video games is just not on the cards for me at the minute. And if I did, I would just feel bad the entire time. It's like, I'm wasting my fucking time here. I can't be doing this. But if I bought it and then I played it with Ozzy, that would be family bonding time. And therefore...
Yeah. It's daddy's son time playing video game. Exactly,
guys.
Called gaming the system.
Yeah. So, like, I'm really tempted at the same time. And that kind of got me thinking of... The what do you call what do you call the woman? The night witch, the night lady, the statue in Breville.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What do you call her? And the crypts underneath it.
I couldn't tell you the actual name.
I feel, you know, I've definitely not put literally thousands of hours of my life into Oblivion, and I can't remember one of the main characters' names. This isn't good, guys.
Actually, so the thing is, like, I didn't find Oblivion all that gripping. I liked Skyrim, but I didn't really like Oblivion. But I was kind of a shit taste, kind of fucking.
Oh, I loved
retard.
It. I loved Oblivion. Oblivion would probably be. I think I played Oblivion more than I played Skyrim, but I enjoyed both of them genuinely. Like, you know, I really did. The only one I never got into was. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me and shout at me. It's like, what do you mean you didn't really like Morrowind? It's like, man.
Oh, Morrowind! I don't like it either. That game honestly confused the fuck out of
me. Maybe it's just me, but I'm from an age and a place where can you please just voice act it? Like, I'm not reading like a million lines of text. Like, I'm sorry.
I reading all that shit.
Like, if someone could tell me if there's mods to get voice acting in Garbu, do you want to do that? Are you gonna? Is that going to be your big thing? You're gonna voice act old games and make it turn into a mod? Honestly, I'd play that shit.
I offered to voice act for that World of Warcraft quest text thing, and they never got back to me.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah.
You should. It's one of those ones. If you
Apparently, I'm problematic.
Oh no, Garbu. Well, you know what? You should just change your gender.
Garbu's yucky.
Why don't you change your gender?
I am now a lesbian black woman, and you're a bigot if you don't solidify my race change.
Just be like transracial or something, Garbu, and call it a day.
I am in all forms that matter black.
I mean, for me personally, in my mind, I am Wesley Snipes and Blade. You know, that's
in my mind. You've always been black.
Yeah, like, you know, for me personally, like, if I was black, I'd be Wesley Snipes. Like that's all I'm saying, guys. Like if I had the ability to like overnight, if I had a genie, and the genie says like you're gonna have to change your race.
It's all theory.
But you get to pick.
Black. What?
You get to pick, like, you know. So out of all the races, what's the best? Like, you could be an Asian, you could be a Chinese, or you could be a Mongolian steppe warrior. That'd be pretty sweet. That would actually be quite nice, yeah. Or do you want to be Wesley Snipes? Well, what would you pick, Garbgo? If you had to change your race, what would you pick?
Change my race.
Yeah, if you had to be like any other race, what would you be?
Egyptian.
Would you go Egyptian? What would you go? So
yeah,
Arab?
Because you're still white.
I don't know. Arabs don't. I don't know if they count. Like,
I don't know if they count.
I don't know if they count. Like,
Patrick got given a pass. What I mean?
You know what? I get into this argument all the time with Americans, where Americans are like, man, Spanish people just ain't white. Like, it's like, yeah, they kind of are. Like, I would say they are, like, genuinely.
Bro, they eat squid. They're fucking white as hell.
Yeah. Oh, right. Hold on. I've got a video about Wesley Snipes that you need to see. Right, you ready for this, guys? This is
what you do.
Yes, this is my favorite video online. Drunk Granny. How do you spell Wesley Snipes?
Wesley.
There we go. Right, you ready for this, Garby? This is one of the best videos
what the
ever.
Hell is that creature?
Have I not showed you this before?
No, you have not.
Me and Megan make the reference all the time. I don't know if people Wesley Snipes breed. So, wait, just watch this. I'm gonna play it in its entirety, and you guys are just gonna have to suffer with us here, okay?
Right.
I don't wear no brand new knickers, but I have to.
Can you understand this woman at all?
Christ. I understand she's not wearing underwear, and that's terrifying.
All right.
I had a t-shirt on, Joan of Arc told me to put a pair of trousers on.
Joan of Arc? I've been full of water, I am.
Do you like snakes? I play anacondas. Her name is Rio, and she on the sand.
Wait, it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. Wait
Would
for
you
it.
like Wesley Snipes, please? Right pair of fangs.
Right, Wesley Snipes, bleed.
Sticking up fucking fangs in your fucking dicking and stick them in your fucking foot, you bastard.
You bastard. Hold on, let me.
Dicking and stick them in your fucking foot, you bastard.
So, guys, next time you're adventuring in a tavern, if you don't put this character in, I'm sorry, you're not
this absolute creature.
If this character, like, I'm not even joking. Like, I put in. I put it like this is how I do most games. I just put in characters from shit that I've seen that I think's fun. Like, you got no idea the amount of times I've reskinned Nicolas Cage. No, I've just reskinned Nicolas Cage in so many different movies, and people just don't know. I'm not even joking. Like, he's good. Like, what actor do you put in, or do you have anyone that you've put in multiple times and no one's actually realized?
So far, only. Well, everyone's realized because I do the fucking voice, but so far, Uncle Ruckus and Goofy are a big favorite.
Oh, Uncle, because it's hard to beat. Like, you know, yeah. Oh, wait, it gets worse.
You know what I love? Some of my White Masters.
Let's go to find this right.
What causes this to happen?
So, yeah, this is what... What?
What phenotype is this exactly?
This is... I would say she looks like someone from Ballymena. So she does. That's what I would go for. And just so you know, so of course, Garbu, you would remember the Alamo, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yes, you would remember the Alamo. So one of the fun facts that I really like about the Alamo is, like, how many boys was it? Like 130, was it?
Not a lot.
Yeah,
not a lot.
But
it was just over 100.
Yeah,
so.
Well, 80 of them. So 80 of them were actually from Ballymena. So maybe they might have been very similar to this woman.
Just rabid and hating Mexicans.
Yeah. So that's the phenotype of that's a Ballymena phenotype. Let me. You know what? Let's go on. Let's just look at Ballymena. Let's see. Ballymena. Let's see. People. Let's see what comes up. Yeah,
So
see
why
what I
do you put
mean?
People in quotation marks. You don't, nothing. I don't.
See what I mean? Is that the Ballymena phenotype?
Honestly, they look like they could be like her grandson or aunt. Yeah, that kind of checks out.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So yeah, this boy was at the Alamo. Just saying, guys. He was definitely.
This man says Ballymena.
That's the phenotype of the Alamo. Okay. So just putting that out there. Let's see. Do we have anyone else?
He has that Alamo phenotype.
Yeah.
He's a heavy drinker and prone to hating Mexicans.
Well, you know who else is actually from Ballymena? Liam Nielsen. So, but he doesn't look like he's from Ballymena, or he doesn't even talk like he's from Ballymena, if I be honest with you.
That's that plastic surgery, bruv.
Yeah, maybe.
Take the Alameda out of me.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the Ballymena phenotype. So yeah, if you guys aren't going to put in some people from Ballymena, I don't know what you're playing at. Right, what do we have up next? What other magic items do we have? Oh, you know what? We'll go back to this woman, right? So what I would say she's affected with, the magic item is called daytime drinking. It's very potent, daytime drinking. See if you start drinking alcohol before like maybe 1 o'clock, like 1 p.m., it's going to hit you like a ton of shit. See by like 5 o'clock and you're in a bar and there's like families and like kids like sitting having like dinner and like you and your friends are absolutely shit-faced.
And just ruining their night.
Yeah. I'm definitely not speaking from experience here, guys, at all. Let's see what... Oh, I've seen this one. This one here, this is called the OnlyFans. This is called the OnlyFans. This is the Bonnie Blue. So it is the Bonnie Blue flower.
I've seen this hentai.
The Bonnie Pink flower, what we call it.
See, usually you would think carnivorous flower and you'd be forgiven, but the tongue just takes it in a whole other fucking direction, dude.
Yeah.
That's some like Tyranid ass looking shit right there.
Actually, I could see that being Tyranid, genuinely. Like, you know, it makes sense. I suppose biomass and all that.
Like some kind of like miniature fucking lictor ambusher just fucking takes off your toes or some shit.
Yeah, I could see that. That would definitely.
Imagine the creature that like hides and waits for you to pull your dick out to go pee. It's one of these fucking things.
You know what? Here,
I can't wait to pee in the forest. And like,
here, you know what Ozzy asked? You know what Ozzy turned around and asked me? It's like, you know, for his birthday, he asked, could he get a Venus flytrap? So he did. I was like, well, you know what? I get you a Venus flytrap, but he got a sunflower from school and it died. So it did. Although, to be fair, they only planted it in a wee pot, and like, you know, I don't know, it might blossom.
I think sunflowers grow in England.
Yeah, well, no, they can. They do grow, just not very well. But like, you know, we just put it in like the thingy pot. Like, you know, you can get them. Like, they do grow over here, but like, they're not native by any means. But you can make them grow if you want them to grow. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just this is the dick biter. The dick biter in the what type of forest? Well, I suppose the garden.
It'd be like some kind of like fucking like evil fae garden, dude, for sure.
Alright, what do we
and
have?
Then, like
here?
and like you can pull the flower off and throw it. It's like basically a fucking throwing weapon. It'll latch onto someone and the abacus sword.
The abacus
where you counter
sword.
Kills.
Yeah, or you know what? Maybe we could go with
The mathematics of death.
Yeah, well, the sword, well, mathematics do dictate the universe. You know what I heard? I heard someone tried to argue with me about this a while back, and it was the most bullshit. Now, I hate to say this, but it was the most bullshit human way of explaining the world I've ever heard, and it's really pedantic. And yes, technically they are correct in what they were saying, but at the same time, it was fucking bullshit human nonsense. And right, so pretty much what they were saying was
bullshit human nonsense.
Yeah, no, it is now, right? So let's say a wild animal.
I don't want to hear your bullshit human nonsense.
No, it is bullshit human nonsense. So does a lion have to understand mathematics to catch an animal?
No.
Well, what they were arguing was that an animal needs to understand force, it needs to understand running speed, it needs to understand its ability to jump, its ability to bite down, it's like how much force to apply. And again,
that's not mathematics.
But it's a form of mathematics. It's knowing how much pressure to apply, or knowing how. And again, you could argue that mathematics is. See what I mean? See what I mean, though, Garbro? It's the most bullshit human way. It's the most bullshit human. It's the most bullshit human spurgy way to explain the world.
You need to know math, know how to bite things. Okay, they're a retard. Like, it's just basic natural intuition and knowing, like, natural, like, biomechanics. It's not even mathematics. It's biomechanics, not mathematics.
But you see what I mean, though? Like, where it is such a bullshit it is bullshit. It's actually the most bullshit thing. And
this is on 4chan, wasn't it? I can read
no, this was it was in real life.
It is in real life.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's not the wrong. That's biomechanics, not mathematics. That shit's. I'm literally already pissed off. Thanks, James.
Yeah, I had the same thing where it's like, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you over it. I get what
you know what? Fuck you. I'm out of here.
I get what you're trying to say, and I understand what you're trying to say, but at the same time, it's fucking bullshit, mate. Like, that's my view on it. It's
at the same time, fuck you, you're stupid.
Fuck you. That's such a bullshit way of looking at the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would be like, you know what would be the same thing?
Lions can understand mathematics and puts up your fucking glasses. Okay, you fucking dork.
Yeah, it's such a dork thing to say. It would be like...
Actually, they understand mathematics because they know how to run and how to bite.
It would be like saying, Garbo, you need to understand complex equations to become an artist because, of course, your hand...
I gotta understand fucking biomechanics and math to jerk off.
Actually, having a wank is actually...
If you use too much force, you'll rip your dick off. So mathematics are pivotal in jerking your dick.
Yeah, that's exactly what fucking is. It's so bullshit. So, how about this? This is the sword of autism, the sword of number crunching.
It's literally weaponized autism.
Yeah.
The fucking calculus sword.
Yeah, the calculus sword. Okay, I like that. Yeah, okay, I can work with that. Definitely, I could work with that. Let's keep going. What else do we have here? We got a skull. I don't want to do another skull. Nah, we've already done a skull. What's this one? Skull. Tiny skulls? No. Does everything have to be skull? Oh.
What if? It's wait, midget skeletons, of course.
Wait. So this one already exists. So I'm gonna show you another local legend. So this is called the Violumpit Man, Belfast. Right. So this guy here, right? So
trumpet.
He's got a violin. Right, so
I'm tired of being evil.
So this man doesn't speak a word of English, and I think he actually is Egyptian, Garbgo. And he's been hanging about Belfast for like as long as I can remember, and he plays a violumpet. So here you go.
That somehow sounds like backwards, ancestral, and Egyptian at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. Why does he look like, he looks like, you guy from Blackadder? You know the wee fella?
Yeah.
Baldric Blackadder. Doesn't he? What do you call that actor?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. Look, it's the sad eyes.
It's those sad doll's eyes.
What's that actor? What's that fictional? Tony Robinson, that's who you call him. Tell me it's not the same guy.
Egyptian Tony Robinson?
Shit, it is.
Shit.
Fuck, it is. It is. Right, let's keep going. So yeah, that's
I love baklava. I'm sorry, I had to go there.
That's what I would do with that magic item. What do we have here? 30 minutes into my shift, and the customer gives me a sword of vodka for being a bro. Dude locks. Yeah, this is called day drinking again. Not gonna lie. What would
aggressive day drinking spells?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do with this.
Hey, wizard, are you okay? I don't want to joke about it. Stacy left me. This is the depressed wizard making like day drinking spells.
I don't like. What would you do with this, Garb? I have no idea. Like, honestly, I don't think there's anything good I can make with this.
Honestly, it'll be a fucking bomb, dude. That's vodka and glass. Like, put a fuse on it, you got a fucking bomb, dude. Like, step into a target, set the fuse, and just walk away and watch entire life burn away.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what... Oh, there we go. There's another one. You know what, right? I've got it. So I remember there was a... So for anyone that lives in the UK, there was once upon a time a British soap opera, and it was called The Bill. Right, and it was
British soap opera
called The Bill, right, and it was about policemen, so it was, right, and one that I don't know why I even remember this, because everyone said The Bill was shit. I actually, like, as far as like soap operas went, and like I lived back whenever there was 3 channels on my TV, okay guys, like, as a child,
in my day,
I had 3 fucking channels, okay, I had BBC 1, BBC 2, and UTV, also ITV. Well, it was called UTV because it's Ulster TV, but international TV. It was called UTV back then, but that was a local version.
Is that pre or post TV license?
The ITV isn't, but BBC is for TV license. But anyway, on the bill, I can't even remember what channel it was on. But anyway, in the bill, there was an episode where someone killed someone with an icicle, and it was the ultimate murder weapon. So it was.
To melt away, yeah.
Yeah, but of course, how the fuck can you make an icicle strong enough to stab someone?
More or less, you gotta get it really cold and have it literally out the freezer as you stab. That's literally how you gotta do it.
Could it work?
There's actually a lot of science behind it. You have to do, like, what was it? There's a temperature where ice becomes, and I do quote, as hard as steel. And, like, but it's only that way for, like, a very short amount of time.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, I'll be down in a wee minute. I'm recording, okay? I'll be down in a wee minute.
Babe, I'm recording with Gar, bro.
I'm recording with the boys. That's them back. They were out shopping, so they were and whatnot. I getting thinking, and they
Honey, I'm back from shopping. Like, Jesus Christ, woman.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. I'm getting fucking Oblivion tonight, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just fucking getting it and be like, Ozzy, this is Daddy's favorite game. Whenever he was my age, it's like
share
no
experience with you.
Yeah, and you know the thing is because he can play. Have I showed you the videos of him playing thingy? Of him playing.
Yeah, you have,
yeah. Because he can play Vermintide pretty well, and like, you know, Oblivion's not that far off. So like, you know, if I just put on God mode for him, he'll be able to fight monsters in it, no issue. You know what I mean?
He'll understand it pretty quick. Like,
yeah.
I remember like when I was his age, we were playing like fucking 8-bit games, and those are hard as fuck to play. But he'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'll just put on God mode for him and he'll be fine. Like, you know, he'll have no issue playing it. So, what are you doing with this crystal then? Are you doing anything with this? Or I'm going to make the ultimate magical murder weapon?
It's kind of more or less an assassin's weapon, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to go outside the fucking the bottle on this one. It's a fucking ice blade. It's hard to really improve on what it's very clearly meant to be.
It is what it is. Like, you know, it's like, no, it actually lights fires, or, you know, no, there is no morally gray. There are morally gray. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no point flipping this. Like, you know, it is what it is.
Like, bro, I'm sorry, but it's just an ice blade. It's not. You can't. Like, you have to think really, really hard about what it could do, and maybe it can improve spells, but that's about it. I mean, it's a fucking ice blade. What is there to improve on? This is how it is.
Yeah. So, with this one, I'm going to tell you what this one is. So this looks to me like a steampunk computer, yeah? Instead...
What the fuck?
So
what in the Reddit is this?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. What this magic item does is, it doesn't actually... It's just a computer, right? It's just a standard computer. But you can use it in any setting, but it gives you access to Reddit with, like, OMG facts. Like, say, like, totally random. Oh, did you know... This turns you into an insufferable faggot. That's what this magic item does. It changes your alignment to faggot.
Yeah, the Spurg computer.
Yes, that's exactly what it does. Also, you must wear...
No, that Lions.
Did you know? You know, it's one of those ones. No, you know what it turns into? What do you call that guy with the gay hair? You know, and a thingy...
you gotta narrow it down, brother.
He's got the gay hair. He's blonde. He does the... Lion ruins everything. What's he called? Is it Lan? Yes, this guy. It turns you into this guy, so it does. Adam Conver. Is that how you say him?
I don't know who that is.
Mate, consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself.
Imperious insufferable, though.
Yes, he is. No, it's Andrew ruins everything, is it? Yeah, no, Adam ruins everything. That's what he's called. Wait, it's a TV show now. It used to be a. You recognize that picture, don't you? Have you seen that one? No.
Which one?
Like that there guy, that there.
Not really. No, I don't really. This guy's not really pulling any bells for me.
You know what you should do? You should go on his Twitter, right? And Garbo, I dare you to follow this guy, and I think you'll have a lot of fun going down his Twitter. I think he creates some of the best posts you've ever seen in your entire life. You're gonna have so much fun.
I think you're lying to me.
I think you would love this man, Garbo. I think you would have so much fun. Like, honestly, I think you and him would be best friends. Genuinely, I don't see anything bad happening. This guy Adam has this computer. That's what it does. Okay, right. Let's keep going. What else do we have? Yay, another skull. Yay.
skulls are such a. I mean, they're not bad, but they are an extremely common magical item. The skull of.
Do you want to make
Now,
something
whoa,
look
what
cursed?
the fuck are
Let's
those?
throw a skull on it. You know what it is? Do you want to make something look grimdark? Throw a skull and a couple candles on and call it a day. You
Yeah,
want to
skulls
get a few pipes
skull,
in there.
candle, scrolls. There you
Yeah.
go. Now it's grimdark.
What's this? Like an obsidian blade? Is it like a clear obsidian crystal dagger with like a? That looks like a jawbone, or is that just me? It looks a bit like.
I think no, that's not a jawbone. That's just carvings. So
Yeah.
like it has like grip on it. It's very clearly decorative. But this would be like a wound that like when it stabs you, it makes no fucking actual wound. It just fucking slips out.
Yeah, I could work with something like
They
that.
on that crystal shit.
Crystal sheet. Oh, here, what's this? The jar. Oh, that one looks good. Actually, I like this. What do you want to do this? What would you do with the jar? I mean, from all.
Yeah, you want.
Obviously. So what I would do is this jar would turn any like, so you would pour anything you want into the jar, right? And of course something has to come out of the mouth. So obviously this jar would create mayonnaise. Extra yeah, it would make
mayonnaise?
Yeah, it would like full fat mayonnaise, not none of that light shit, like mayonnaise. Or do you want that sauce? Would you go get sauce?
Oh, yeah, it's Hellman's jar, of course. How could I not see it?
Yeah, Hellman's jar. There we go. Yeah, we can do that. We can throw in some beans as well. You know what, actually, what else can we do with that? Yeah, I think that works. What do you...
When you fill this jar with blood, it secretes perfect Hellman's mayonnaise.
Yeah, why not? This would be a perfect... You know what? And this would definitely be a magic item that belongs to, like, an ogre tribe.
Absolutely, dude.
Because you know them ogres, they love their dippy dip. They live for that dippy dip.
They love their dippy dip.
Yeah, well, that's why I call it for Ozzy. It's like, wait, what dippy dip do you want? And he's like, red sauce mayo, or what other ones does he like?
Brown sauce, probably.
No, he loves his garlic, so he does. Oh, you know what? This is a garlic dippy dip. So it is. Oh no, you know what? It's blue. This has to give out, what do you call that, sour cream, or you know, like blue, like that, like cheese sauce. Yeah, blue cheese sauce. That's what this does.
See, it's funny. Like in my youth, I fucking hated blue cheese. I fucking love that shit. I do not know why.
I try it anytime it's in front of me. It's alright. I don't care much for it. It's okay. You know what I mean?
It's alright.
It's alright. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it, but I wouldn't choose to buy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the way I would put it.
Oh man, I want to buy precisely blue cheese dipping dressing because I love blue. Yeah, no one really does that. Well,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, blue cheese.
Alright, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll give that a go. Do you have anything better, Garpu, than the Hellman's bucket?
Honestly, I find the Hellman's mayonnaise actually a lot funnier than the idea. Just ancient Aztec jar, but they just really wanted fucking mayonnaise.
Yeah. Alright, what are we doing here? That's a time. That's a time shifter if I've ever seen one. That's like
It's a timeshare distributor.
Yeah.
It's up fucking timeshares.
Oh,
But like,
yeah.
but it's literally shares of time. We're like, well, I own 1/5 the moment that Hitler killed himself. I guess that's better than nothing.
Oh, you know what you could do? You know what? You need 2 of these. And you put the power people. This is like a vampire weapon. This is like, okay, this is the Call of Cthulhu magic item. So what you do is you put the power people into the machine, and you pretty much it sucks their life essence out or their time left on Earth.
Ah,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
the Soylent Green machine.
Yeah, we could do that. You can do that. Or do you have anything better? Anything more fun?
The Soylent Green secretor.
Yeah, I think we can make that work. Let's see, what do we have?
Kind of funny.
Oh, this is a hentai helmet.
Oh, the Octopus Samurai helmet. Yeah, I've seen this a few times.
Yeah, you could definitely. Yeah, that's easy. So it is. And look, it even comes with this.
See what? So you choke yourself and you're fucking fapping?
Yeah, well, like, tell me that doesn't look a bit like this.
Very honorable masturbation.
What have I done? Let's see, what else do we have here?
bring dishonor to family.
No, we've already done something like that.
What the fuck is that?
Do you want to go back?
An ashtray?
Yeah, that's an ashtray, so it is. I mean, that's just something like, who would have that?
Imagine like Ozzy making that for you. Imagine an ashtray. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, do you want to see something that you know what? Ozzy.
Daddy loves Slanesh. I made him a Slaneshi ashtray, like son. Wow.
Hold on, Garbu. Let me show you something. So, can you tell me what he made here? I'll send you this.
Is that a cherry tree?
I think it was more like a spastica.
I was gonna try and be nice and say it must be like a blooming tree. You're
Yeah,
like
No, it looks like a spastica, so it does. It's definitely a spastica.
I guess they're teaching them the right way in school, am I right?
He's learning the way of the Shumalay. Right, let's keep going. Yeah, what time is it? We're coming up to an hour in. We'll do one more because Ozzy's back, so he is. This one's quite good. I like this. Like it's
now that one looks cool. That one I do like.
I like that. What do you want to do with that? Is that a music? That's music on the inside?
That would definitely be like a fucking like a more creative mask where it helps you like not only like
explore the universe. Yeah.
No. You know, like the mind explosion thing. That, but like for music and poetry, it'd be like a literal like
muse,
like a bard's mask, a muse mask. There you go. That's a good name.
Mask of the Muse. Mask of the Muse. I like that. And again, because you can see it's like that's the inner one. So like I want to know what the outside of it is, like on the outside. Like, what
might be a face.
Yeah, what the second mask is. Is it just a normal face and then it opens up to like the planets and whatnot and then the galaxy? What does that say? Is that English? On missionary.
Almoyen. Looks like either French or Old English.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, you can make it. That's Saturn, Jupiter. What's that?
Hold on. Is that fucking Latin?
It might be. Is it Latin? That would make more sense.
I'm a redneck, so I can't really tell. I'm like, is that the fucking Catholic language?
Yeah,
I like how they talk fun, eh?
Yeah. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to start talking about the Pope. Anyway, look, I think that's where we're going to wrap up for today. Do you guys have any other like IRL magic items? For like a basic one would probably be like, is Red Bull
JD Vance handshake? I agree.
Is Red Bull a magic item or is it a mundane item? That's a little question,
that's a
guys.
That's a fucking potion. A potion of like energy. Like I cast Red Bull energy, and it's like blah, and you get like fucking adrenaline rush.
I summon White Monster.
I summon the Boomer Juice.
Yeah. You know what? See the amount of times I've tried White Monster, seeing like, because I really want to enjoy it, because Red Bull does have too much sugar in it for me, and like, it would just be better, and it's so much cheaper. Like Monsters, like it's a third of the price.
There's no calories in crack cocaine.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you know what? Like Mike Menser did do that. Like he did consider meth to be like a form of like caffeine. Like he would do that as like he considered it a performance enhancer. So.
Fucking using a fucking caterpillar tractor to like fucking plow your garden, dude.
I mean, Garbo, would you not get more work done if you started smoking meth? Just saying.
I know for a fact I'd be writing 4 books a day if I was fucking high on meth.
Yeah.
That's not even a question, my dude. I'd be fucking ripping roaring.
Yeah. So like, it's one of those ones like,
If I write fast, I'll get these bees out of my teeth.
Yeah, something like that. Right, is there any other mundane items that you can think of while we're here, before we wrap up, that all mundane or magical items? I mean, the only other one...
Narcan.
Yeah, well, that would work. I could see that. What other one would be a good one? Nah, everything I can think of is more of a mundane item. Like, I can't think of many things. Or you know what's a fucking magic item? Fucking air fryers, man. That's why I've never thought I'd turn into...
Air fryers?
Mate, I fucking love an air fryer. Like, honest to God. See, after getting an air fryer, I ain't never going back. I've had an air fryer for 3 years now. And holy good fuck, it's changed my life. Honestly, I get what...
Fair, like, I have a... Like, I my house lacks a microwave. We don't use microwaves.
Yeah.
But, I have a main oven and a smaller air fryer. And the air fryer, honestly, I use it more than the actual oven. Because this is more convenient. It gets hotter faster.
It just works.
It heats more evenly.
Yeah.
It just works. It really does. That's a phrase. It just fucking works.
It just fucking works. Although there is some things that work better with the microwave. Like, say if you want to don't get me wrong. If you want to, like, again, it's more fast. Like if you want to heat up sauce or whatever, just throw it in a pan.
If you're in a rush, you want a microwave. But like, I haven't used a microwave in fucking like 6 years.
Yeah, like it's easy enough to not use it, like if you don't want to use a microwave. But this is what I get why boomers were so amazed by microwaves. So I get it.
I nuke this TV dinner in only 60 seconds. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Wow, radical. Wow. There was a good conspiracy theory I saw not that long ago talking about microwaves, but I don't know if I want to get into it, and I can't remember any of the details, so like, I suppose I couldn't even get into it, even if I really...
Is it microwaves or microwaves? Because They're very different.
No, it was talking about how sketchy microwaves are. It was like there was a lot of like really weird stuff that people don't actually know about microwaves.
Well, the thing is, you can cook a person using microwaves. Like, of course, it's gonna be sketchy.
Yeah,
That's why they contain in a medical box.
Well, if you just need one big enough, you know what I mean, and then you can microwave them, you know. And it, like you know what? Is that not like the worst thing you can possibly do to anything? Like microwave it?
Well, the thing is, there are microwave weapons they were testing, and they were exploding sheep. Like, they would just, like, because basically the microwave would heat the blood so fast, it would cause the sheep to explode. Like a fucking grape popping, dude. Like, that's not even a joke. That's an actual weapon they tested way back in the day.
So what?
It's basically like a microwave cannon. And they were shooting at, like, goats and sheep and shit, and it would heat the blood so fast, it would just explode, because it'd be full of gas and air. You're boiling sheep, and, like, you're flash boiling sheep. That's really what you're doing.
Yeah, what about this one? India's unfazed by Israeli made stink bomb. So essentially, it's a water cannon. Yeah, there we go. What? Give me some like future weapons that aren't actually future weapons, like real guns, like guns that use like magnets cannon. And shit. Stink cannon's been about forever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the concept of it's like an ancient, well, not ancient, but you know what I mean? Like the idea of like hosing it's a good crowd control using a water cannon. Like it just works. You know, it really does.
Well, I mean, scent has been used as a deterrent for a long time. I mean, you just have something that's really smelly, and people don't want to go near it. It's simple.
Yeah, but you just need to make it smelly enough, you know?
Yeah, well, we got to be able to overpower the usual shit street stench of India to make it work on them. But
yeah, you need to get something a bit more powerful for them, if it is even possible.
You're needing like clean soap, you know, to really like push an Indian off. You know? Like the scent of a clean river really drives them wild. They go, oh, they fucking run away from that.
Yeah, have you ever seen that video of your Scottish fellow washing in the Ganges? It's like, mate,
oh yeah, for sure.
Mate, are you wise? Like, seriously, you're gonna
free diseases is my favorite.
Like,
oh, bro, you're gonna enjoy this. But like me and the wife are doing like a fucking stealthcation in Minnesota. I'm just walking around, going through the forest, going on hikes. But she wanted to go to Mall of America, and we had her fucking poodle with us, who's like a fucking superbly trained dog. She basically an advertisement for the wife's businesses and all that fun stuff. And we didn't realize that in Minnesota, there's a lot of Muslim Somalis in Minnesota. So we go to the mall, and this black poodle is scaring the fuck out of the Muslims, dude. We're like, oh, they run away. I'm like, hold on, is it a deterrent? And I had her walk out in front of me. So there's a fucking now it's very mean. Now I'm sure I'll be called racist, but there was a hijab shop.
Oh no!
America. I said, hey babe, go in there. No, here, go in there real quick. Let's see what happens. She walked in, and that store fucking empty, like a fire inside of it. I was like, this is so awesome. We found the code.
You know what?
But it's a poodle. It's a fucking black poodle. They're like, oh, fucking running out of there. I was like, this is great.
To be fair, poodles are strong dogs. Like, what were they used for?
They're technically a water dog. They're actually a fucking retrieving breed for like ducks and shit. But like, what's funny is that like the security got mad, but like they're like, I saw them. You guys came out. I saw you guys laughing. All right, I saw you laughing. Because when the hijab store owner called security, they're like, no, she can go inside there. They're trying to act stern, you know, like, don't you do that again. But like they're like grinning. I'm like, you guys don't like these people either, do you?
Yeah. Well, like, you know, like
or go to the Mall of America and watching a Somali walk out the bathroom, and there is literally shit on his hand. That was cool.
No.
That was a great experience. Thanks for that, Minnesota.
Mate,
like, bro, just use the fucking paper, you savage. Put it in your hand, not your fucking mind.
Mate, I don't know. You know what? Like, I'm gonna finish this video off on something, and I feel like it's one of the most soiling things you could ever hear, but at the same time, I completely get it. I honestly, you know how tempted I am to like just completely go off toilet paper and go on to like fucking dude wipes or something. It's unreal, because like,
so the thing is dude wipes are a fantastic auxiliary to TP. So what you do is you do the main mass pickup with the fucking TP, but the dude wipes, oh yeah, dude, you get fucking squeaky clean.
Is there anything worse than like? Is there anything like it's got to be the worst, like the gayest form of branding I've ever heard. It's like dude wipes. It's like, can you please just call them wet wipes? Can you
Keep your butthole clean for other men. Like, wait, what?
Please, can you just call them like flushable toilet wipes or something or anything else? Like, please call them anything other.
Don't
than...
flush those. Throw them away.
Yeah,
right?
no, but
like you have a special trash can just for those things. They will destroy your fucking septic system.
Yeah, but just please don't call them dude wipes ever. Whoever did the marketing for that, please.
Dude wipes. They're wipes for dudes' buttholes.
Please, it's a really fucking gay, man. It's
no women allowed for dude wipes. Only.
Like I would rather call them sissy pants McFartson or something. Do you know what I mean? Like Tinky Winkle or some shit than dude wipes.
Yeah, sissy fasten.
Like just slap some like weird German name on it. And I'll be like, okay, well, you know,
put an umlaut on it, I beg you, please.
Just put some like weird German word on it. I'm like, you know, that'll probably be better than dude wipes. Please never call them that. Let me get up the meme. Wojak dude wipes. Oh fuck. There we go. Yeah, this is what I feel like. 30-year-old manly consumer.
Manly consumer.
Yeah.
Duke Cannon soap. Oh god, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
check out my manly soap. It's so freaking manly because
Black Rifle coffee. Even, like me, what
is
old,
the highly liberal coffee company. Yeah.
Yeah, please, never.
You want to find out what kind of veterans you're around? Mention Black Rifle Coffee Company. You'll find out real fucking quick.
Yeah, it's not wet wipes. It's dude wipes.
Dude wipe. They clean my butthole.
Do you not know? I've got a beard, and that's my entire personality.
Do you not know how manly I only buy men products made for men, manly men like me.
Mate, I would rather buy anything else than this sort of stuff. Like, honest to God, fucking hang me, like genuinely. Check out my manly soap. It's friggin' manly because it smells like whiskey.
I beg you, hang me alive.
Yeah, I would take anything else than this. Fuck Starbucks Blue. I only drink manly Black Rifle coffee. Doesn't own a gun.
Starbucks, that's for faggots. I only drink Black Rifle Coffee Company. It's got a gun on the package.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's where we're gonna finish up. As always, there's a seal on my website. We're getting rid of the models. It's first come, first serve. You also get a load of extra free stuff. There's a discount code using code model50.
And don't be doomers about it. The man has 2 kids.
Well,
have to evolve.
Well, it's one of those ones like I'm just trying to get rid of the old stock, so I am. Like I've just because I stopped doing it. Like I stopped doing the 3D. Well, I stopped selling. I'm actually printing more than I ever have for myself. But well, not more than I ever have. That's telling a lie. But you know what I mean. I'm printing a lot more for myself because I started painting again and whatnot. But I just want to get rid of all this stock because Megan's cracking it at me because I've got like fucking all these models sitting there and it's like, well, I suppose I need to get them
the
sold.
wives over there constantly bitching at me.
Yeah. The old wait, what's the boomer thing about complaining about your wife? The wife won't let me. Wait, all I'm saying is Megan won't let me get a power rack for the living room, and I think I'm being oppressed. I should be allowed to have a power rack in the living room. Just saying, guys.
That's so good. I just want a power rack, babe. No, you fucking psycho. You don't need a power rack in the living room.
No, and it needs to be... Babe, why is there no bench press in the living room? Why is it not...
Why do you hate me? My gains.
You just hate my gains, man? Fuck, what the fuck is this about?
Babe, why are you a hater?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And she's like, no, you can do it out in the garage. It's like, hey, I don't want to have to have
garage. What am I, a peasant?
No, I want the heating and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's cold out there, and I don't want fucking anything to get rusty and shit. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Oh, hold on. That's an actual problem though. That's not even a joke. That's definitely a thing that happens. If you don't be careful, your shit will go rusty.
Yeah, it does. Like, honestly, if you keep metal outside, you need to fucking like oil that shit up and all. Otherwise, it will just get rusty. Like, you know, genuinely, like I'm talking like an outdoor garage, like not like one, like not like an American one that's connected to your house. Like my garage is like a separate little tiny building. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a garage, not a garage.
Yeah. Well, it's completely
different.
Like, you know, and like the only heating I've got in it is fucking like wee oil heater, and that's set up for the 3D printing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fucking keeping that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
the one that have the little radiators on them.
Yeah. No, it's a little like tiny. Like, let me show you. Small portable oil heater. Yeah, one of these things. I've just got one of these going on beside the
Yeah,
3D
yeah, yeah.
printer.
Well, no, that's a radiator. That's got the ribs on. That's a radiator oil heater.
Yeah, well, that's what I use anyway for my 3D printing. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's outside
yeah.
and it's too cold to be able to keep it on. So yeah, there you go, guys. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Garbu, do you need to do any showing before we wrap up? Anything you're on?
Not
Anything
really.
new?
More or less. Games on Tuesdays and Fridays. Working on Iron 2. My fantastic furry sci-fi series, apparently. God, you make one alien that fought with covered in fur, and like, oh, you like fox girls, huh? You fucking faggot. I'm like, no, it's just a sci-fi. It's an alien. It's different.
Yeah, let me just put up. Where's the meme that you shared the other day? Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Twitter, but like I've had 2 posts that went really big, so that one got 1,000 likes. And this one got like fucking 5,000. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. Also, here, check out my arm, guys. Why is my arm so long?
Bro, why is your arm so long?
Yeah, why is my
usually it's because like there's just 2 arms there, but you only have 1 fucking arm.
Yeah.
Like, that actually confused the fuck out of me. Like, what? Why is his arm so long? It actually perturbed me.
What? Like, I do have a really long arm. So there you go, guys. Go if you guys want to work out how I've got an extra long arm. Like, this isn't like done with Photoshop, Garber. You can check out the actual full photo. Go on Megan's Facebook and you'll see it. You know, she posted it the other day. So like, yeah, there you guys go. I don't really know what to make of that. I've got really long arms, but just in that photo. Gorilla Maxon. Monkey Maxon.
Gorilla Maxon.
Yeah.
I am returning to monkey. And
yeah. Anyway, look, as always, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.